Hi everyone, to get started on this look, we'll be using the brand new Amrezy palette in collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills. And the first color we'll be using is New Yorker, and I'm not about to butcher that and pronounce it wrong, but that is the color. It is a beautiful, rich brown color, and I'm going to be using that as a transition shade. And here I'm using a ABH blending brush, and this is one of my favorite brushes to use a transition color with because it just blends the shadows so effortlessly. And I'll link everything I used down below, including the brushes that I used, in the description box, so be sure to check that out. Next, I'll be using the shade OG, and basically I'm using this on top of the first transition shade to basically make the color more richer and vibrant, and these colors go really well together. They obviously complement each other, and I mainly focus that on the outer and inner corner, and then I slightly bring it in the middle because I'm wanting to do a halo eye. And then the next color we'll be taking is 1988, which is kind of like a gorgeous deep brown, almost like a burnt burgundy, but more on the brown side. And I'm going to be packing that color in on the outer and inner corner. Like I said, I want to go for a halo effect, and then we are going to be blending those shades out. And make sure to not over blend because you don't want it to become muddy, which happened. So I had to start over again, but I learned to slowly pack it on and then blend it as I go. And then I'll be taking the same shades that I used on top and basically using that on the lower lash line. And here I'm just using like an Ego Tools brush, which I've had for years. I'm talking about probably since high school. And then I'm using the darker shade, I believe it's 1988, and using an angled brush and kind of detailing that, excuse me, on the lower lash line to give an effect of fuller lashes. And then here I'm using the pressed glitter, which is Liddy, and this color is so amazing. I was so excited to use this. It was like my attention was towards that color when I first opened the palette. So I'm going to add that in the middle of my eyelid as well as the middle of my lower lash line. And I've always wanted to try this look, and I think it's really cute. I feel like I can improve on it much more, but I think I did pretty well, if I can say, for my first try. So here I'm just using tape and I'm just getting all the fallout glitter. There was a few, which is expected, but it actually wasn't too much. And then here I'm using the ABH lashes in the style So Hollywood, and I wanted to go really dramatic with these lashes because I thought it was just fitting for this type of look, especially because we're using glitter. So I want to go all out, and I'm just placing that on the lash line. If you guys haven't seen how I put my lashes, I did a tutorial. I'll link that up in the corner. And then next I'll be going into foundation, and here I'm using the NARS foundation. I forgot to show them on camera, but they're the Luminous foundations in the shade Fiji and Sahel. Like I said, I'll link it in the description box down below so you guys know exactly what I'm using. I wanted to mix both of them because I'm not that light yet, but I'm not that tan because it's still winter here. So my skin is not really like the right shade for those two foundations separately, so I decided to mix them. Then we're using the translucent powder from ABH, and we're going to be lightly setting our face, mainly focusing on the under eye because that's where I crease the most, and I did pack a little bit extra under the eye to double up as concealer. Next, we'll be taking this M Cosmetics liquid liner, and this is the brush tip, which is my favorite to go over the lash line, especially when I put false lashes. And this is either to cover up the glue or anything that hasn't dried fully, as well as cover up any glitter that may have fallen onto the lashes. I just run it over, and it's so easy and effortless. I love this liquid eyeliner. And then here I'm just touching up the glitter to make sure it's nice and neat and it really stands out. And then moving on to mascara, I'm gonna go pretty heavy on the lower lash mascara because I really want again, this look to be overall dramatic, and I think it's really fitting to have really heavy set lashes. And then here I'm taking the Dewy Set Setting Spray by ABH, and then I'm just going to fan myself a little bit to let it dry, and then taking the loose highlighter in the shade Vegas, which is my favorite gold tone highlighter because it fits well for light skin tones. And here I'm just really lightly dusting it over the high points of my face. Lately I've been going on the lighter side when it comes to highlighter rather than, you know, making it stand out. I don't know, lately I've been going for the more natural type of highlighter look. And then going on, we'll be taking the highlighter as well and using that as an inner corner highlight. And I've been doing this a lot because it's just so convenient, so easy, and it just really goes with the look as well. And here I'm just doing any little touch-ups that are needed. And then going on to the gloss, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb, and this is the original shade, and my lips look pinker than usual because I actually tried on a few lipsticks, but I didn't like how they turned out. So usually the lip gloss would be much lighter. So yeah. And here I'm using the ABH blush, and I believe this is Pool Party, and I'm using the pink shade and just dusting that all over the apples of my cheeks as well as my nose. And that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I hope you guys like this first look that I created using the Amrezy palette in collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills. I am so obsessed with that glitter, and I'm actually curious to know if you guys are wanting to get this palette or have you gotten this palette and which shades are your favorites. I hope to hear from you guys down below in the comments. I love reading your comments and responding to them. So be sure to comment down below, and also check the description box for all my socials and all the descriptions of what I used in this video, including the tools. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye!